Hola. Bienvenidos a la clase de hoy.
Hello. Welcome to today's class. I'm Valentina, your AI-generated Spanish instructor. I'm here to help you learn to speak and understand Spanish just like a native Spanish speaker. Today, we are going to talk about a common challenge that many English speakers face when learning Spanish, false cognates. But before we get started, I have a very special offer for you. If you are sick and tired of using apps that make you sound like a gringo whenever you speak Spanish, and you want to speak and understand Spanish just like a native speaker, in the description of this video you'll find the link to get free access to learning Spanish like crazy, the original version. And you can get this app absolutely free with a trial subscription to Audible. False cognates, or
Amigos Falsos.
in Spanish, are words that look or sound similar in both languages but have completely different meanings. These sneaky little words can trip you up if you're not careful. But fear not, because I'm here to guide you through the maze of false cognates and help you avoid any embarrassing misunderstandings. Let's start with a classic example.
Embarazada.
In English, it might look like it means embarrassed, but in Spanish, it actually means pregnant. So, be careful not to use this word when you want to express your embarrassment. Another false cognate is
Actual.
in English, it means current or present, but in Spanish, it means current in the sense of up-to-date or real. For example, if you want to say I'm studying Spanish at my current school, you would say
Estoy estudiando español en mi escuela actual.
Before moving on, make sure you click that subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner, and then click the notifications bell. Now, let's talk about
Realizar.
in Spanish, this verb means to carry out or to accomplish, whereas in English, it might look like it means to realize, as in understanding something. For instance, if you want to say, he accomplished his dream, in Spanish, you would say
Él realizó su sueño.
Next up is
Actualmente.
this word might seem like it means actually in English, but it actually means currently in Spanish. For example, if you want to say I am currently studying Spanish, you would say
Actualmente estoy estudiando español.
Moving on, let's explore the false cognate.
Asistir.
In Spanish, this verb means to attend or to be present, whereas in English, it might look like it means to assist as in helping someone. For instance, if you want to say I will attend the meeting, in Spanish, you would say
Voy a asistir a la reunión.
Now, let's tackle the false cognate.
Fabrica.
In English, it looks like it means fabric, but in Spanish, it means factory. So, if you want to say I work in a fabric factory, you would say
Trabajo en una fábrica de telas.
Moving on, we have
Pretender.
in Spanish, this verb means to intend or to plan, whereas in English, it might look like it means to pretend. For example, if you want to say I intend to visit Spain next year, you would say
Pretendo visitar España el próximo año.
Next, let's talk about
Librería.
in English, it may appear to mean library, but in Spanish, it means bookstore. The real word for library in Spanish is
Biblioteca.
So, if you want to say I love spending time at the library, in Spanish, you would say
Me encanta pasar tiempo en la biblioteca.
Now, let's explore the false cognate.
Actualizar.
In Spanish, this verb means to update, whereas in English, it might look like it means to actualize or to make something real. For instance, if you want to say please update your contact information, you would say
Por favor, actualiza tu información de contacto.
Last but not least, we have
Recordar.
in Spanish, this verb means to remember, whereas in English, it might look like it means to record as in making a recording. For example, if you want to say I remember my childhood, you would say
Recuerdo mi infancia.
So, there you have it, a brief introduction to some common false cognates in Spanish. Remember, False cognates can be tricky, but with practice and awareness, you'll become a master at distinguishing them. Before you go, I want to remind you that I have a very special offer for you. If you are sick and tired of using apps that make you sound like a gringo whenever you speak Spanish, and you want to speak and understand Spanish just like a native Spanish speaker, in the description of this video you will find the link to get access to learning Spanish like crazy, the original version. And you can get this app absolutely free with a trial subscription to Audible. So click the link in the description and get your free copy of Learning Spanish Like Crazy, the original version.
Muy buena suerte. Y recuerda, la práctica hace al maestro. Hasta la próxima.